How's everyone doing today? I am doing well. So today I'm working on my April Pick a Stick Challenge Artist Trading Card. And for those that are interested, the Facebook group will be linked in the description below. What it is every month there's a challenge given, and there are 3 prompts and then a wild card, and you have to follow the steps exact in the order that they are in there, and you can switch out a wild card for one of the steps. They also have a suggested color scheme. It is not a requirement to use this color. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first step is stamp, but before I'm gonna stamp, I actually want to do my background. I've already have everything out that I want to use. I have my stamps, and I will show you those when I start to use them. So I got this Distress Oxide ink with the Simon Says stamp card kit, and I will link that video for my first 3 cards up above, so that if you're interested in seeing the first 3 cards I made with it, then you can with the kit, you can go see it. I've not really used the Squeeze Lemonade yet, or the Oxide, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to use this, and we'll just see how it goes. I want my background to be subtle. I will say it blends nicely. Usually the ink, the Distress ink, for me anyway, because you know I'm not proficient in the blending process here, it usually has a lot of dark colors, dark spots, but don't see that here, so that's nice. I like that. Alright, so that is all I'm going to do right this second. I don't think, do I want to spray it? Do I want to? Yeah, sure, let's spray it. Let's spray it because I really don't know what the effect will be for the oxide. So, just going to spray it and then let me dry it. And we'll see. I think it's going to look more chalky, more like a chalk-like texture. So, but let me dry this and I will be back. Okay, I do kind of dig it. To me, it looks like it's like a paint that you would put on your wall. That's what it reminds me of, but it's pretty. I like it. Oh, the card that I'm using, this is just watercolor paper, Strathmore, and it is the 140 pound. Let's see, it's heavyweight. So it's this one, which is different than what I had been using. So it's got more texture on the front of it than what I had been using, but I like it. It's pretty. Okay, so now I'm ready to do step 1, which is to stamp, because I want to I want to do my background. So I've got this stamp by Cam and Chloe. Isn't it cool? It just looks like it's distressed little dots, and I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. And then I have this little, I'm going to call it cross hatching, even though that's technically not what it is. I guess it's more like a grid. Oh yeah, it says Kelly's Wood Grid, so that's what it is, by Heroes Art. I do believe I got this at Joann's. I'm also thinking about using this, the musical from Composer's Dream is what it's called. And I got it from Hobby Lobby, and it's by Stampabilities. Isn't that cool? Thinking about using that, not sure. And I also may use this little thing called Check Me Out. Oops, that was out of frame. Check Me Out. And it's part of a little 4 set that these came in. And this I got at Michael's, like in the dollar bin. So, but I'm thinking about using that as well. So, And I'm also going to be using this stamp from this Fiskars stamp. Isn't it cute? All these little kitties. This reminds me of baby Jessie. That's my baby Jessie. And then this little guy reminds me of Max, which he's technically the baby. He's the youngest cat we have. But we call her baby Jessie because she was the baby for the longest time. So, but I'm going to use this stamp as well from this kit. And it's called Friends Forever by Fiskars. So, I thought it was cute. I got this at Joann's as well. So, these are the stamps that I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead, because with the cat, I'm going to go ahead and stamp him, and I'm going to do him in black, because I'm going to end up just using markers to paint him. So I'm going to use my color box black ink on him, and I'm not sure which markers I'm going to use yet. I don't know if I want to use watercolor because really the only thing that I will probably color is the pot, because I think he, unless I want to make him more of a gray like his little paws, but we'll see when we get to that. So I'm either going to use my watercolor or my alcohol ink. Well, probably watercolor, because I don't think, because I use this color box, I don't think I can use alcohol ink. Usually Memento inks are best if you want to use alcohol markers. So I think I'll just use my watercolors. Oh, isn't he going to be cute? Okay, so he's stamped and done. So now let's stamp the background. And I think for the background I'm going to use a few things. I'm going to use this, my coffee and archival ink. I think I will also use this Wild Honey, the distressed ink by Tim Holtz, and the Picked Raspberry, also distressed ink by Tim Holtz. Okay, so I think that's good for my background. Now what I want to do is go on to step number 3, which is, so we've stamped, or I mean not 3, drop. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. Is I'm actually thinking about making a little pad here, like that. I'm going to spray it with some water, quite a bit of water actually, because I want it to intermingle. Let me get a brush, because I kind of want it to make a pretty orangey color, like I know it does. Okay, and now what I want to do is, let me move this down. Okay, so I got pretty much, now I'm gonna just drop my card in there. Whew, as I hold my breath as I do it. Okay, I'm just gonna smush it. Okay. Alright, so there's step 2 done. I dropped it. Uh-oh. And now let me dry this and we'll see what happened there. I don't think it's going to look too bad. Alright, so let me dry it and I'll be right back. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to take these little paw stamps, and I'm going to go on to number 3, which is scallop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create like a little flower. A couple of little flowers using the paw prints. And in my head, the scallops are the little, you know, doop, 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 doop. So the ink I'm going to use is my Memento ink. And this is where I'm like, what colors am I going to use? Well, I know blue and yellow kind of go together. Grape won't go with it very well. What about that blue? Maybe do a couple in one color. I have all these greens. Oh, this would be pretty. I can use that. Lilac. I don't think that yellow will be dark enough. Here's an orange. Okay, maybe try these. Oh, and there's red. I can do red. Okay, so I think these are the colors that I'm going to use. Let's see what these do. Maybe the red, and so we'll do blue first. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's all the flowers that I want to do. Flowers. Okay. Because, like I said, my little kitty is going to go about right like that. So it just looks like little flowers coming out behind him. Okay. So now, let's see. Where's my little kitty that I stamped? There he is. Alright, so I'm going to get my color markers out. And I actually think I want to go, I think I'm going to do this color, number 10. I think that will end up being pretty. So, I'm just going to paint pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around the edges pretty much. Because I will use my water brush to bring the color into the center so that, you know, the middle is lighter. Okay, so I've got them dried, and before I move on to the next thing I want to do is I've got my, this is again from the Simon Says card kit that you can make 10 cards out of. So I've already made 3, so look out for that series, but I'm going to use this little sentiment. Today is a new day. And let me just use my micron pen to kind of color that in a little bit. It didn't stamp as well. Okay. So there we go. Alright, now what I want to do is I'm going to take my, I'm hoping this will work. I'm going to take, because if I had thought about it beforehand, I could have used my platform and stamped him so that I would have a perfect image if I wanted to stamp him again. But I just thought about doing what I'm about to do just a few minutes ago. So what I want to do is I have some of this thick embossing powder that's clear, right? And I want to make just the pot look like it's one of those glazed ceramic pots, you know? So instead of trying to stamp the image perfectly, which I would not do, I do have this Versamarker watermark pen. And I think I'm just going to go around just where I want this embossing powder to go, right? And hopefully it will work out. I really don't want his paws to have it. I just want the pot to have it. Okay. So now let me get a piece of paper. Try this. I've never used this before. Whoa. So, wow, I think that's enough, Gina. Jeez Louise, girl. Alright. Oh, it's not sticking. Didn't even hardly stick to it. That pen. Ugh. The pen may have lost its juices. That's weird. Well, this is disappointing. I don't know what to do because it's not really sticking. Alright, I wiped it off. Let me just see if I can't. I mean, I see it on there. And it's just smushing that. Smearing that all the heck and back. Maybe because it's watercolor paper? But I've done this on watercolor paper before. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna smush it in there. I mean, it's not really doing what it's supposed to do, I don't think. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to dry it. Okay, that is much better. That's more of what I wanted to go for. Alright. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so let me let this dry. Let me clean up my mess. I'm going to fussy cut him out, and then we'll be ready to glue him onto the page. Alright, so I will be back. Okay, so I've got him cut out, and I'm going to use my homemade silver shimmer spray here and just a brush, and I'm just going to go over the little paw prints. I just feel like they need a little bit of sparkle. In my head, this is kind of like Wink of Stella, and how I made this was I just put in some Dollar Tree shimmer eyeshadow with alcohol, and it works just as well as the Ink of Stella, so I feel. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can see the shimmer. Alright, and then of course it's alcohol, so it will dry pretty quickly. Now, let's see. I think what I want to do, because he's going to go about right here, and I'm going to use foam tape to bring him up a little bit. But I think that Maybe I should make a little bit of like stems, like they're, you know, really flowers, like he's in the flower pot with them. I think I'm going to take my micro pen here and just so it looks more like a flower. Alright, I got my white PASCATC pen. Oh, and now it doesn't want to do it. Normally it leaks like crazy. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Let me dry that and I'll be right back. Okay, I did take my black ink and ink the edges so that the white would not show as much from where I cut it out. So I've done that. Now what I think I want to do is just take my potting soil and I want to go around the edges here. I think I want it a little bit darker than that. So let me get my Stays On Timber Brown. I do love this color. It is one of my favorite brown colors. I love it. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you. Aw, look how sweet the little kitty is. I hope it inspired you to just get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Just try something new. First time that I ever used that enamel, I liked it. It didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, but it's fine. Yeah. I think it turned out okay. I think it turned out pretty cute. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for every time I post a video. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.